But it's actually been pretty good. We've had them coming here for a while, and one of my little twins, man, he's got a little crushy crush on his teacher, right? Mrs. Abston's her name. Had a little man come up and ask me, he was like, "Dad, yeah, man, what's going on? Did Jesus go to Miss Abston's class?" Well, she is about 24, 25 years old. I imagine it could have been. No, he didn't, but she, because I think he did. Like he it's funny. You look at kids, you hear some of the questions that they ask, and you think, was I ever that dumb? Because I want to think that I wasn't. You ever had your kids come up and ask you something, and then right off the bat, like they ain't even got the whole question out of their mouth yet, and you are already embarrassed because you just can't help but think, "Oh my Lord, did I ever ask my parents that retarded stuff? I can't. No. I can't do it. You can't. We were sitting at the table, and I was like, "Hey man, you want a hot ham and cheese sandwich?" He was like, "What's that?" What tripped you up? The hot or the ham and cheese sandwich? All of the ingredients and the method of preparation is in the name. It pretty much leaves no doubt. Hot ham and cheese sandwich. He was like, "I've never heard of that." Right on. Good on you, bud. Proud moment for a parent. But like I said, they've been it's been really good. They've been kind of coming along. It's really good to have your kids excited about going to church and doing things at church and stuff like that. I was not excited about church when I was a kid. I had horrible experiences in church and pretty much waved off for a while. But like we started coming here and like this, it's just a whole completely different atmosphere. My cousin, when I was in high school, I guess he thought I needed to be going to church with him, so he would drag me to these churches. And I don't know why I agreed all the time. I don't know. Maybe I was hopeful. I don't know. But he was like, "Hey, you're coming to church with me." I was like, "Yeah, right on. I guess I ain't got nothing else to do." He took me to one church. I can't tell you the name of it. I can't remember. I think it was too traumatic of an experience for I'd like blocked it. But it was a Pentecostal church. They should have had a warning at the door for those like me who had not a piece of a clue what was about to happen. Like, even if it was just, if you enter these doors, these mugs will lose their mind in about 12 minutes after you get in the door. I would have been good with that. But I didn't even see the trigger. Like, something happened when we came in, and it wasn't even like the music picked up or somebody just said, like, it just erupted out of flipping nowhere, man. The lady behind me jumped up and was standing on the pew. I ain't even talking about the part where you put your butt. She was standing on the back of the pew, shouting at the top of her lungs. It wasn't English. She was like, and I was like a scared cat in that joint. I didn't know what. I was bobbing and weaving. There was stuff flying. Some mug in the row in front of me just passed out. Boom! Right on the floor. I'm like, "Call 911. He went down." I didn't know what in the world was going on. I did witness a miracle. I don't want to be ugly. Don't nobody take this the wrong way. There was one lady that was there. Large framed woman. And I say large frame, she was about a good 420, 425. Yeah, just big girl, big girl. She was about 5'2", 420. It was a good one. Big purple dress too. In high heels. I mean, not the little dinky ones. I mean, she had the full-blown high heels on. Big old hat looked like a trampoline mat. That thing was like 16 feet across. This lady took off at a dead sprint. Right down the center aisle. I ain't seen folks in the Olympics move that fast, and she was a 420-pound lady wearing a dress and high heels and was booking. She even did that thing where she stopped and bam! Gone! I didn't know what to do. I crawled up under the pews all the way out the door and walked home. He was like, "Hey, you coming back with me next Sunday?" I was like, "No, bro. I got a thing at the place, and I see the doctor about a bone in my leg, man. I can't be doing all of that. It'd make my anthrax act up." I think there's a lot of times that I think God created me so He'd have something to laugh at. Because I ask some dumb questions, man. Like everybody's talking about, oh, well, you have to, read the scripture and then you reflect on it and then you meditate on it and then you just let it sink in, I try. I do. I try. I try so hard. But I always get caught up in stuff about the scripture that I just can't make no sense out of. Or come up with questions that ain't nobody ever had. Like in the beginning, God created everything, right? He created man, Adam. Do you have a belly button? That's a legitimate question. You get that from the umbilical thingy, right? Well, and he was there, so did he have a belly button? If he did he get lint in it? And was it blue? Why is all your belly button lint blue? You wear a white shirt for 6 weeks straight, got blue belly button lint. How's that? Did he have like a little piece of fig leaf and stuff? And like, oh man, what is that? What is that? That's the questions that I got. Why is it that 14 times in every chapter we got to have a biblical goat inventory? That man loves him some goats. It's in every book of the Bible. Hey, this guy had 714 goats. Right on. Should I get goats? Is that what I'm getting out of it? Do I need a herd? I don't understand what the goat deal is. It said Methuselah was 900 and something years old, right? How old was it? Like 930 whatever? How decrepit did that man look? Go to the nursing home and look at some. They only like 85, 90, 95 tops. That mug was 900 years old. 900. He's been running around in a Depends loincloth for 825 years. That is ridiculous. How do you even... Right on. My other questions are like, you wonder whether or not, because you read the Bible and it's like nobody had a sense of humor, but there were several people in the Bible that it was said, you will bring forth a kingdom from your loins. How excited were they, do you think? Like a kingdom? Woo! Oh, we're starting this now? Are we getting a kingdom? All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been waiting for. I'll get rid of my goats. Let's start making with the kingdom. You think they were disappointed when they found out that it was really a long-term thing? You know, like, no, man. Like, you gonna have one kid, they gonna have two, and then it's gonna take like 6 generations. You think that guy was like, man, I got gypped. Said a kingdom from mine. I thought we was about to, I was all warming up and everything. What do you think God had to explain to Adam? Look at this stuff you got to explain to your kids. I mean, they're walking around in the garden, and Adam's like, my stomach hurts bad. It's like, do you need to go sit on the potty? I mean, you just automatically assume that cuz just came out like, oh, E equals MC squared, you know? Like, you think he had it going on. I think that dude was a blithering idiot for the first little while until he figured it all out. I think Adam and Eve were the first politicians. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
I just think about it. What happened? Eve got Adam to eat the apple, right? Or the peach or mango, whatever it was, fruit. And then God comes, after they figure it all out, they're hiding in the bushes, all ashamed of himself. God comes walking back into the garden. What's he asking? He asks Adam, what happened? That woman you gave me, she made me eat that thing. I want to. But that's her. So he asked her, is that right? Is that snake that you made told me that I'm supposed to... That's the 3 rules of politics right there in the book of Genesis. Admit nothing, deny everything, and make counter accusations. 3 rules of politics right there. Right off the jump. You ain't even in the 2nd book of the Bible yet. We got politics down.